Welcome back to Senior Health Fix, the channel where your health, energy, and independence matter more than ever. If you're over 60 and finding it harder to walk upstairs, get out of your chair, or keep your balance, this video could be a game changer. Today, we're diving into 3 essential vitamins that can help you rebuild strength in your legs fast. Yes, not in months or years. You can start feeling a difference in just weeks if you give your body what it's been missing. Now, before we jump in, let's be clear. Weak legs aren't just about aging. They're about missing nutrition, lifestyle changes, and sometimes even medications that deplete your body of what it needs to stay strong. If you've been feeling wobbly, unstable, or you've noticed muscle loss, don't brush it off. It's your body's way of asking for help. And today, we're giving it exactly that. Naturally, safely, and effectively. You see, the body is amazing. Even after 60, it still responds quickly to the right inputs. With just a few small changes in your routine, like adding specific vitamins, you can wake up the muscles in your legs, improve circulation, and restore the strength you thought was gone for good. Let's dive into the science-backed power of these 3 vital nutrients and why they could be your secret weapon to stronger, more reliable legs. But before we get into the first vitamin, let's ask the real question. Why do legs weaken so fast after 60? Well, it comes down to sarcopenia. That's the fancy term for age-related muscle loss. Starting around age 30, most people lose about 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade, and that number accelerates once you hit 60. Combine that with less physical activity, poor nutrient absorption, and slower circulation, and boom, your legs start feeling like noodles. But it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, researchers have found that targeted vitamin support can not only stop the muscle loss, but actually reverse it in many older adults. You heard that right, reverse it, especially when you combine the right nutrients with simple leg strengthening exercises like seated leg lifts, wall sits, or gentle walking. So let's get into vitamin 1, the powerhouse that too many seniors are missing. Vitamin D isn't just about bones, it's one of the most critical vitamins for muscle function. When your body doesn't have enough vitamin D, your muscles become weaker, your balance gets worse, and your risk of falls skyrockets. Here's something wild. A large European study found that people over 60 with low vitamin D had double the risk of falling. That's no coincidence. Vitamin D helps your muscles contract properly, keeps your nervous system firing accurately, and even supports testosterone production, which affects muscle mass in both men and women. And yet, over 60% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D. Why? Because our skin doesn't make as much from sunlight as we age, and most foods don't contain enough. So even if you go outside, it might not be enough. Here's the good news. Supplementing with 1,000 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 per day can lead to measurable strength gains in just 4 to 8 weeks. That's how powerful it is. And if you want to boost absorption even more, pair it with vitamin K2. It helps direct calcium into your bones and muscles, not your arteries. So if your legs feel stiff, weak, or unsteady, vitamin D should be your first stop. It's the ignition key for stronger movement, but we're just getting started. Now that you know how powerful vitamin D is for muscle function, let's talk about the second vitamin, the one that often gets overlooked but plays a massive role in energy, nerve health, and muscle strength. We're talking about vitamin B12, the nerve protector. If your legs feel like they're not listening to your brain, like they're slow, clumsy, or even tingling, you might be dealing with a B12 deficiency. And it's far more common than people think, especially over 60. Why? Because as you age, your body struggles to absorb B12 from food. Your stomach produces less acid, and that acid is necessary to separate B12 from the proteins in meat, eggs, and dairy. Add in medications like metformin, acid reducers, or blood pressure pills, and the issue just gets worse. So what happens when your body runs low on B12? Your nerves start to misfire. This leads to things like numbness, tingling in your feet or legs, poor balance, and even muscle weakness, especially in the lower body. In fact, many seniors who complain of wobbly legs or heavy feet are actually dealing with nerve damage from B12 deficiency, not aging alone. But here's the exciting part. You can fix it, and often the results are fast. Studies show that supplementing with vitamin B12, especially in methylcobalamin form, can improve nerve function, energy levels, and muscle control within weeks. Some seniors even report feeling a noticeable boost in their legs within just 7 to 10 days of starting treatment. B12 is crucial for muscle coordination, balance and mobility, nerve to muscle signaling, offense production in the muscles, and since it's water soluble, there's very little risk of taking too much. Most people over 60 can safely take 500 micrograms to 1,000 micrograms per day, especially if they're plant-based eaters, take certain medications, or have digestive issues. So, how do you know if you need B12? Here are a few warning signs to watch for. Feet feel numb or tingly, earning or pins and needle sensations in your legs, supple with balance, especially in the dark, feeling weak, tired, or lightheaded, memory issues or brain fog. If any of these sound familiar, B12 could be your missing piece. And here's something you might not know. Many seniors are told their B12 levels are normal when they're actually too low for optimal function. You don't want just enough to survive, you want enough to thrive. And by restoring healthy B12 levels, your legs can start firing like they used to. You'll walk steadier, feel stronger, and reduce your risk of falls naturally. Now let's take a moment to think about what we've covered so far. Vitamin D activates your muscles and helps with strength and balance. Vitamin B12 supports the nerves that tell your muscles what to do. Put them together and you're already way ahead of most people your age. But we're not done yet, because the third vitamin on our list doesn't just help your muscles, it helps every cell in your body produce energy. Without it, even strong muscles can feel weak and tired. And that brings us to the third superstar vitamin for leg strength. Now that we've unlocked the power of vitamin D for strength and vitamin B12 for nerve control, it's time to reveal the third and final key to stronger legs. And this one is all about energy. Introducing coenzyme Q10, also known as CoQ10, the energy spark your muscles have been waiting for. Wait, is CoQ10 a vitamin? Technically, it's a vitamin-like compound, but for your muscles and your heart, it's just as important, maybe even more. CoQ10 lives inside your cells, specifically inside the mitochondria, which you might remember as the powerhouses of your cells. That's where your body converts food and oxygen into energy, especially for muscles. As we age, our natural levels of CoQ10 drop, and the decline becomes more dramatic after age 60. And here's the twist. Some of the most commonly prescribed medications for seniors, especially statins for cholesterol, further deplete your CoQ10 levels. So if you've been feeling like your legs are tired all the time, or like you can't walk far without stopping to rest, or you get muscle cramps, CoQ10 might be the missing link. Low CoQ10 can lead to muscle weakness, especially in the thighs and the calves, fatigue after mild activity, like cramps or twitching at night, slower muscle recovery after walking or standing, shortness of breath or heaviness in the legs. But when you restore CoQ10, you're essentially refueling your body's battery. Suddenly, your legs have more stamina. You walk longer, climb stairs with less effort, and feel more alive in your movements. In one major clinical study, seniors who took 100 to 200 milligrams of CoQ10 per day showed significant improvement in muscle energy and exercise tolerance. That means they could move more with less fatigue, and when your legs are stronger and more energetic, you're more likely to keep moving, which is how the whole cycle keeps improving. And if you're taking a statin like Lipitor, Crestor, or Simvastatin, CoQ10 isn't optional, it's essential. These drugs are known to block the same pathway your body uses to make CoQ10. No wonder so many people complain of muscle pain or weakness after starting them. Here's the good news. CoQ10 supplements are safe, easy to absorb, and start working fast. Many people feel a difference in energy and muscle stamina within 10 to 14 days. Look for the ubiquinol form of CoQ10. It's more bioavailable, especially for people over 60. And if you're taking blood pressure meds or blood thinners, always check with your doctor first. But in most cases, CoQ10 is a safe and even beneficial addition. So let's recap. Is vitamin D strengthens the muscle fibers and supports balance? Is vitamin B12 sharpens the nerve signals and supports coordination? Is vitamin D10 recharges your muscle cells with the energy they need to move with power? When you combine these three, you're not just surviving, you're rebuilding. This is how seniors over 60 reclaim the strength in their legs naturally, safely, and effectively. But here's something even more important. Vitamins don't work in isolation. If you're deficient, supplementing helps, but you also need to give your body what it's asking for in movement, hydration, and simple lifestyle upgrades. And the good news? You don't have to become a gym rat. Just standing more, walking a little each day, and doing 5 minutes of light leg exercises while watching TV can supercharge the effects of these vitamins. And one more tip before we move on. Take your vitamins with food that contains healthy fats, like olive oil, eggs, or avocado. It improves absorption, especially for vitamin D and CoQ10, which are fat soluble. Feeling stronger already? You're on your way. But before we wrap this up, there's one more piece of the puzzle we need to talk about, because while vitamins help build strength, there are certain things that might be secretly draining your leg power every single day, and you need to know what to avoid if you want real, lasting results. So, you've added vitamin D, B12, and CoQ10 to your routine. That's fantastic, and you're already ahead of most people your age, but now it's time to ask a different question. What if you're doing everything right, but your legs still feel weak? Well, here's the truth. You might be unknowingly doing things that cancel out your progress. That's right, even with the best vitamins, certain everyday habits can quietly rob your muscles of strength and leave your legs feeling heavy, tired, or shaky. Let's go over a few common culprits and how to stop them in their tracks. 1. Sitting too much. This one sounds simple, but it's a big deal. If you're over 60 and you're sitting more than 6 hours a day, your leg muscles are literally shrinking. Muscles need activation to stay strong. Without movement, the body starts breaking down muscle tissue, especially in the legs where we tend to lose strength fastest. The fix? You don't need to run marathons. Just stand up every 30 minutes, walk around the house, do a few seated marches, or rise onto your toes a few times. These micro movements reactivate your circulation and muscle signals, helping those vitamins actually reach your leg tissues. Remember, use it or lose it is 100% true when it comes to leg strength. 2. Not drinking enough water. Muscles are made of over 70% water. If you're dehydrated, even a little, your leg muscles can feel crampy, stiff, or weak. And as we age, our sense of thirst dulls, meaning you could be dehydrated without even realizing it. Plus, vitamins like B12 and CoQ10 need fluid in the body to move into the tissues properly. What to do? Aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. If plain water isn't appealing, try adding lemon slices, mint, or herbal tea. And if you're sweating from walking or it's hot outside, drink a little more. 3. Eating the wrong foods. What you eat directly affects how well your body absorbs vitamins and how efficiently your muscles rebuild. Foods that drain your strength include processed carbs like white bread, pastries, mixery drinks, fried foods and seed oils, excess alcohol, and much sodium. These foods promote inflammation, weaken circulation, and interfere with nutrient absorption, meaning those amazing vitamins we talked about earlier may never get to your muscles at all. Instead, build your meals around legumes and salmon for B12, D, and healthy fats. Legumes and nuts support nerve and muscle health. Oil and avocados for enhanced vitamin absorption. Remember, vitamins are helpers, but they need the right environment to do their job, and your daily meals are part of that environment. Number 4, poor sleep. Here's a surprising one. Your legs regrow and repair while you sleep. That's when the body produces human growth hormone, HGH, repairs muscle fibers, and restores nerve function. If you're not sleeping at least 7 hours per night, your muscles never fully recover, no matter how many vitamins you take. Low quality sleep also reduces your body's ability to use B12 and CoQ10 efficiently, leading to ongoing fatigue and weakness. So make sleep a priority. Turn off screens an hour before bed, keep the room cool and dark, and try magnesium glycinate or melatonin if needed. Both are senior-friendly ways to support deep rest. 5. Skipping protein even with the right vitamins. Your body can't build leg strength without enough protein, and many older adults don't eat nearly enough. Protein isn't just for bodybuilders. It's essential for maintaining muscle tissue, especially when you're over 60 and already losing some muscle each year. How much do you need? Most experts recommend at least 60 to 80 grams of protein per day for active seniors, more if you're recovering from weakness or injury. Try spreading it out through the day. Eggs at breakfast, beans or chicken at lunch, and fish or lentils at dinner. When you pair protein with vitamin D, B12, and CoQ10, your body has everything it needs to rebuild leg strength from the inside out. You've come a long way already. You now know which 3 vitamins can reignite muscle strength, and you know which habits might be holding you back. We're going to tie it all together, a simple daily action plan you can start tomorrow that combines the best of nutrition, movement, and mindset. Because strong legs don't just mean walking easier. They mean living with freedom. You've just learned the 3 essential vitamins that can transform your leg strength after 60. Vitamin D, vitamin B12, and CoQ10. These aren't trendy supplements or quick fixes. They're backed by science, trusted by doctors, and proven to help older adults regain strength, energy, and confidence in their legs. But let's be honest, information alone won't change your life. Action will. And here's the good news. Your body is incredibly capable, even now. Even if you've been feeling weak, wobbly, or tired. Even if stairs feel like mountains or long walks feel impossible. You can still turn things around. Not years from now, starting today. Here's a simple plan you can start with. No stress, no pressure. Take your vitamins daily, ideally with a meal that includes healthy fat and some protein. Roll your legs every hour, even if it's just marching in place or doing heel raises while brushing your teeth. Drink water throughout the day and make your meals colorful, natural, and whole. Restful sleep, even if it means winding down with a warm tea or calming music at night. And most importantly, remind yourself, you are not too old to get stronger, because you're not. In fact, studies show that seniors in their 60s, 70s, even 80s can gain muscle faster than they lose it, as long as they give their body what it needs. Think about what stronger legs actually mean in your life. Brawling up from a chair without help, bending stairs without fear, getting back into gardening, walking the dog, or dancing with your partner, traveling, playing with grandkids, or simply being independent. These are not luxuries, these are your basic rights, and you deserve them. So today, make a choice, not for perfect health, but for progress. Every time you take that vitamin, every time you move your legs instead of sitting still, every time you hydrate or eat a real meal, you're investing in your strength, your balance, your freedom. Because here at Senior Health Fixed, we believe your best years don't have to be behind you. They can start right now, with just a little courage, a little consistency, and the right tools to support your body the way it deserves. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe for more weekly guidance, and share this with someone you care about. You never know who might be silently struggling with weak legs or fading confidence. And in the comments, tell me, which of these 3 vitamins are you going to start with today? Let's build a community that lifts each other up, literally. Until next time, stay strong, stay steady, and keep taking care of yourself. This is Senior Health Fixed, and your journey to strength isn't over, it's just getting started.